Hey guys, Nick here, and in this tutorial we're going to talk about Sumifs function. It's one of the most commonly used functions of Excel, so it's very important that you completely understand the logic what Sumifs function does. So let's have a look at our table and the problem definition. Here we have table with, well, lots of columns, date, employee name, city, product, and so on. However, for our case, the important columns are city and quantity. Table includes historical sales transactions for the company. Write down the formula in cell P10 here to calculate total sales quantity in Boston City. So we need to tell Excel to calculate total value of quantity column where corresponding cell in column C equals to Boston. So in order to tell this to Excel, we have several functions. They work differently. However, in this tutorial, we will use Sumifs function. Well, Sumifs function was originated from SumIf function. Currently, in my version of Excel, both SumIf and Sumifs functions are available. If you have only SumIf function, you will be able to solve this problem, but Sumifs function was added a long time ago, so most probably you will have Sumifs function in Excel. Yeah. So let's stand on cell P10 and start writing the formula. And please do not forget to use Sumifs function because the variables of Sumif and Sumifs function are constructed differently. That's why if you're using Sumif function, you'll not get the same result as we do now. Yeah. So equals Sumifs. Well, when I write Sumif, as you can see here, we have both options, Sumif and Sumifs, and we need Sumifs. Yeah. So here our our variables are the following: sum range, criteria range 1, criteria 1, and then 3 dots, meaning criteria range 2, criteria 2. Then comes criteria range 3, criteria 3, and so on. So before we start filling in our variables, one thing to mention. So Sumifs function can do everything that Sumif function can do. That's why we're concentrating on Sumifs function. So in sum range, we should tell Excel that it should sum up quantity column. We are telling this by selecting the entire quantity column. We can either select the entire H column or we can select the range from H2 till the end of our table. Well, for simplicity, for this tutorial, let's just click on H column. Let's just click on it. And as a result, Excel will select entire H column and it will look like this, H column H. Then let's write here, comma, criteria range 1 and criteria 1. So we should tell Excel how to distinguish from our quantity column which should be summed and which should be disregarded. Yeah. So in criteria range, we should select any of those columns based on which the filtering should be done. And in criteria, we should either manually write or should use the cell reference where our specific value is written. For our case, we are asked to sum up the Boston City sales. That's why for criteria range, we should select the entire city column. So column C, and Excel will write C column C, comma, and in criteria 1, we should tell Excel which city to look up in our column C. This city is written here. We can select this cell or we can write manually Boston. Well, let's open double quotes, write Boston, and close double quotes. Well, that's it. Let's close the round bracket. Let's press enter, and Excel will give us as a result 3,645,229 units of product sold. So in Boston, this number of units were sold. Well, basically that's it for this tutorial. Thanks guys for watching. If you liked solving this problem and want to have some more, check out my Udemy course with 500 Excel problems. It covers up to 100 functions, various Excel tools, building dashboards, and VBA coding. Link is in description.